Oyo and Ogbomosho are two very prominent cities in Nigeria. Both are in Oyo State and both are directly linked by a 52-kilometer road. However, the road had been bad for several decades, prompting successive civilian administrations in the country to make efforts to fix it, but failed every time. The last company to handle it before the Tinubu administration came on board was an international construction company, which unfortunately couldn't deliver on its mandate as well. Determined to end the suffering of the users of the road, the Tinubu administration terminated the contract in February 2025, and in a rare show of faith in the ability of Nigerians and Nigerian companies to develop the country, the administration re-awarded the project to an indigenous company, JRB Construction. In March 2025, JRB Construction mobilized to site, conscious of the mandate to complete the work by September 2026.
When we came in here in Ogbomosho, we had to run investigation on the original surface of the road up till Oyo.
It met 18 kilometers of the work completed and 34 kilometers uncompleted.
But we have about 8 kilometers on this end as the virgin area, in fact the most critical area on the section of this project, which the former company has not attempted because of the difficulties. The entire surface you are seeing here was bushy. In fact, the entire place here was not accessible. You will not even know that there is an access road through this link. We couldn't take measurements. We have embarked on this job from this part of the project. We started working by clearing. We started from the difficult area, and we cleared from this kilometer 95, 100 down to kilometer 87 plus 500. So we linked the road, and in between lines we had to do what we call intermediate designs.
JRB Construction knew that one of the most important factors for success would be to identify the real challenges that made its predecessors to fail.
We have rock area 2, where the previous people, I don't know why, but they have excavated rocks far beyond expectation. Maybe uncontrolled rock blasting, whatever it is, but it became too difficult because we started having areas where we need to fill with rock, because when you destroy rock, we have to replace with rock. We have to fill with rock up to 3 meter plus. And so far so good. I can tell you we have achieved about 70% of that rock section. We took the project about March going to April, which is close approach to rainfall. And the rain came on us. We discovered that water was floating from the top of the hills, now not the depth. So in the rain, we were able to see this weakness. We came up with strategy to leak out the water. We excavate the road, traverse width of the road, to find where the water is coming from, the hill. So we catch it out in, create a filter bed, and we now link it longitudinally to the initial filter we have at these troughs.
To achieve the set objective on any project it undertakes, JRB Construction always gives priority to the prompt availability of funds, world-class operational equipment, and competent personnel, which has made excellent project delivery a permanent feature of its success story.
We have our civil engineers, we have our project managers, we have technical managers, we have our surveyors, the QS, even some of our design team also. So we are completing and we are working according to the approved design.
If I need anything, I call to MD, sir, I need excavator. Only I give I need this one. At the next day, equipment is around. Equipment is around. It's the first company. He give me everything. If I be working in Afghanistan, it's last for 7 years. I work in different companies in Nigeria. But same like this company, I know.
And so far we have our site offices, we have our yards, we have our workshop for the civil works, we have the asphalt batting plant at the other side, we have the concrete batting plant over here as well. We also have our precast sections behind, and the precast stock area behind. Also we have our mechanical section.
We are laying asphalt wiring posts. We are laying 5 cm after compaction, making 4 cm. Yeah, when you look at, we are using charcoals direct from ash can. We prime charcoal before we begin laying asphalt. And when you look at our machine, we have steel roller, tire roller, proper compaction. So we want to make sure that we do a proper, good project. So I have a belief that no type of project that comes from JRB that they cannot do as far as construction is concerned. They have the ability, they have the equipment, and they have the technical knowledge. They have all the professionals. The engineers are ready to tackle any project, anytime, any day.
In line with the policy of the Tinubu administration to closely monitor all projects and programs to ensure proper execution, the Minister of Works, Senator Engineer David Umahi, recently paid an unscheduled visit to the Oyo Ogbomosho Road project, and after the inspection, he was happy that the decision of the government to patronize indigenous companies was yielding great fruit.
This particular one has a large portion of what RCC left, for binder, second binder, and the wearing. And then we have 8 kilometers of brand new road with a number of covers, drainages, and it's 8 kilometers by 2, that's 16 kilometers. So we've directed the contractor, the director design, the director, construction. We should all meet in Abuja. I want to see how we review this job. But definitely the cost is 147 billion. I'm not ready to increase it by a kobo. But I want to see how can maximize the project and then turn this place, because the design was for shoulders to be concrete and then the middle to be asphalt. No, I don't want to do asphalt in this 16 kilometers. I want to do concrete. I want to see the possibility of planting of trees. And I want to tell the two directors, any project you are doing now that you are not putting tree planting, don't bring it to me. I want us to have tree planting, and when possible, especially in a road like this, we have to put solar light and CCTV, so we will see how we can incorporate, all these things in the design. But for JRB, an indigenous contractor, I'm very, very shocked. I was here before, and all those things, difficulties on this road, the JRB company, he has diminished them. And so I've declared him the best indigenous contractor. People should come and see what he's, doing. We're happy. The drainage you have is only high tech that can compare with the quality of the drainage, you have. Honestly, I'm very, very proud of what you're doing, and we are proud of Mr. President. The president is building roads. The time is gone when roads were constructed, but he's building roads. And you also have equipment that I don't see any other indigenous contractor that can compare with you in the volume of equipment. You have very sharp workers, both expatriate and indigenous. And so you are complete, and we are ready to partner with you. And we'll report your good work again to Mr. President, for the support. You are fulfilling one of the, clear mandate the President gave us, raise indigenous contractors. And if indigenous contractors can do like this, they will have no reason, to be giving expatriate 25 jobs, and they are reading newspapers every day, telling you stories of what is happening in your village, and they are not ready to put one kobo. This man has done more than 30% we paid to him. And so why wouldn't we support him? We continue to encourage you. I'm happy that they nominated you for Maraba Kepi.
Over the years, this is the first time a professional person being a minister who is now trying to activate the fact that Nigerians are due to exercise this engineering practice ourselves.
I would really want to use the opportunity to thank Mr. President for giving one of the first indigenous companies to be able to handle these highly technical projects.
As the Tinubu administration takes the very bold step of supporting Nigerians to develop Nigeria by intentionally patronizing indigenous companies, one can only hope that more indigenous companies will embrace global best practices in the handling of projects so that they can justify the confidence reposed in them by government.